When did you go vegan?
I tried it. I tried doing vegan like 2014. I ain't gonna lie. It only lasted like 3 days. Hey, I was fat. You know what I mean? I had stretch marks. Yo, I'm dead serious. Like I woke up, 1 month, I gained like 45 pounds. You know how it is, you know, we think caviar, steak, shrimp, you know, we think that shit fat, some Benihana's. Man, I blew up like a blimp, quick, like stretch marks. I was up to like size 44 jeans, 3X, 4X shirt. Hell yeah, I was fat as fuck. Like big, like, motherfuckers like, yo, you play in the NFL? Like, if they ain't know it, thought I was in the NFL. When you become a man, you start realizing mistakes you made as a boy. You know what I'm saying? It's like me eating steaks and shit. I was fucking 300 pounds. I just got tired of it. Like literally, I got tired of it. So like, I say like last year, like the end of 2014, I say like towards the end of the summer, I started getting serious. Like, I started dabbing in it, like getting into it. I got into it, went vegan 2 months, got off it for a month. It was the chicken and the seafood. And then I started doing like my research to read it. I started seeing the mercury in the seafood. So I'm like, yo, the mercury count, the parasites, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm mindful of it, so when I bite these little fucking shrimps, it's bothering me. And then I really started getting into it. I got the blessings to meet these doctors. And then they put me on a detox. I lost 33, 34 pounds in 2 weeks.
Wow.
There's 2 things I was committed, like dreadlocks. Like I got dreadlocks for patience, because I was impatient. And actually, you know what I'm saying? Just being real. And trying vegan because I just wanted to be healthy. Got on stage, I felt better. My attitude was better. Like everything about me was better. I was more accepting to everybody. I'm like, fuck it, I might as well eat like this. And now I'm like a fucking toothpick with dreads now, so.
What about you, Russell? I know you've been a vegan
I've been
for
vegan
a long
20
time.
years almost.
Yeah.
It's the 100 billion animals that I worry about. You know, when I think about the animal part, 100 billion animals made to be born, you know, through anything they can come up with so that they can poison the planet and the people. Like, black women got diabetes, they got problems. Every woman got problems, but black women, 50% of black women over 20 got some form of heart disease.
You know why? The food.
It's the food. They do that shit without any regard for the life of the animal at all. I mean, I even don't thought at all, like, hold upside down. No, chop his head this way.
That's why I can't eat it. That's why I
footage.
can't eat it. That's why I seen them videos.
You see the process
That's one of my
instead of just
reasons.
what's
like,
on your plate.
Yo, that's my right hand. The guy told my boss I was eating some chicken before, right? A minute ago, he told I said, damn, bro, I feel like I hear the animal crying and shit, eating. Everybody started laughing, but I was dead ass serious. I'm like, yo, it's really fucking with me. Like, I really get it now. Like, watching them DVDs and them videos,
You're
that's crazy. To be locked in a cage and that's
People are
crazy.
unconscious to the suffering because they want to be. They want to try to hide from it. They don't want to see it. They don't think about it. People start different places. They have different reasons. You know, you start because you care about the animals and you learn about the health. You start because of health and you start to talk to other vegans and they talk to you about the animals and the suffering. You know, you've been ignoring it the whole time. Now suddenly you start embracing it. Then you realize that the planet won't be here anyway. You keep this shit up, there'll be no planet. You start telling people, yo, if you take up 400 times the space I take up. Like, you taking up 400 times the space I'm taking up, and you destroying all these animals and all the water. Your hamburger filled my pool up with water. You know, these basic facts that people should share, they spend a lot of money to keep them out.
Well, I went vegan because it was a willpower challenge. I'd been vegetarian, I'd been pescatarian, and vegan was the next thing. And this has been the probably 7th year of my willpower challenges, and I've stuck to it. And in the interim of all of that, you have to do research so that you eliminate what you cannot eat. And I learned as I went. So, like you said, I was awakened to things that my parents didn't know. I was raised on dairy, I was raised on pork, chitlins, food, you know, steak, chicken, everything.
Pig feet,
Pig feet, all of that. And everyone in my family, pretty much, of the older generation has diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, cancer. My mother is a 2-time survivor, but it's in the food, and it's very disturbing. You know, the people that I love most don't know.
And when you talk, they be like, yeah, you trying to look down like a
No.
rich person.
People are quick to judge because they want to defend themselves. You know,
Well, you have friends, and I have friends, and I even once was not a vegan, so I didn't know what that was because it's never taught. It's never taught in the school system. It's not implemented in the lunch programs, nothing. So it was an odd thing to me. But once I opened my eyes and was seeking knowledge, that's when I received all the information, which led me to stick to it. So now it's a lifetime commitment because now I can't turn back. Like you said, when you're looking at your plate, you see the process. You no longer see just, prepared, packaged food that might happen to be an animal, but you see the process of the throats being slit, the mistreatment of animals, the souls that they do have.
Now you see it all.
You see it all and you receive it and you're changed forever spiritually. Well, I can speak on PETA. Early on in my career, I did a fashion show in New York, and the designer was sporting or promoting fur. And I was questioned by PETA, and I didn't necessarily know what to do, so I asked my stylist, and his answer was not the prettiest. And
Hey, fuck them.
It gave no regard to animal life. But after that, I received some very harsh letters from PETA that opened my eyes, which I appreciated later on in life.
Sometimes you hear something real harsh, and you be like, fuck that. And then later on somebody say it real sweet, and you'll digest it. And you'll remember that moment that you were challenged, and emotionally you wouldn't digest it, but you heard it later in a way that you could. And if not for the previous experience, you might not hear it when they say it nicer.
You might not even look into it further.
I'm big on sharing the visuals. I think people should see the suffering. They should be forced to see the suffering.
And it exists. It definitely exists. But because they are the face of the animals and not the actual humans, because we are all a part of the animal kingdom, we have put ourselves as superiors instead of the same and the oneness. Everything is progress like that.
All progress, that's for sure.
It's progress. It's not perfection because we weren't raised in a world of perfection, and that's just the way it is. Now that we have social media, we have email, we have connectivity, we can share